Watched a video on YouTube where a pimply faced Asian guy walked up to 100 women and straight up asked them if they wanted to go on a date with them. I looked like a white version of this guy, skinny nerd with acne, except I also wear glasses. 19 said yes, 71 said no for various reasons, but none of the no's were mean-spirited or cruel to him. Decided to give that a try myself. Walk around one of the very large malls in my city, and despite my heart pounding out of my chest and my head feeling dizzy from fear, I start going up to women and ask them if they would like to go on a date with me. Most just laugh in my face and keep walking, not even responding to me. A few of them make a disgusted face at me and again don't respond to me. Literally not a single girl responded to me verbally, not a single one said yes or no. Wanted to ask 100 women, but I got stopped by mall security before I reached 20 and they told me I had to leave. They didn't explain why I had to leave, they just said they would call the cops if I didn't. I kept track on a notepad. 8 girls laughed and walked away, 3 girls gave disgusted looks and walked away, but none of those are hard no, right? New girl at work. We're all working from home. She sends me pics of her legs wearing short shorts that look more like underwear. I'm working like this today, hee hee. This happens multiple times. I figure that maybe she's trying to flirt. Ask her if she wants to go get something to eat. I don't see you that way. We're better off as friends. Blah blah. Why do women do this? I am the biggest loser ever. Be me. Talking to a woman online. She lives about a 2-hour drive away. We hit it off and have good conversations. Message her good night every night and she messages me it back. We chat for a month straight, every single day. I ask her if I'm her boyfriend. She says, well, you are my friend and you are a boy. She asks if I will be completely loyal to her and I say yes. I finally have a girlfriend. Tell my mum and dad that I have a girlfriend. Mum nearly breaks down crying. Later that night she goes to sleep and I start looking around. Find her Instagram. Looks normal to me. Look through the people she follows. Check some guy's profile she is following. He has pics of them together holding hands, eating dinner together, spending Christmas together. They're together with a bunch of family members. I try to sleep and can't. The next day I confront her about it. She says she kept it from me to spare my feelings. Tells me I'm a great guy and any other woman would lucky to be with me. Tells me I need to put myself out there and I will find a woman who likes me. I tell her, I already told my parents about us. She says I should not have done that. I tell her I have enjoyed my time talking to her, but it's time for me to block her because I really need to focus my attention on other women and wish her luck. That was 3 weeks ago and have not talked to another woman since. Be me, 25-year-old incel. Decide fuck it and hire an escort. She's a middle-aged Chinese woman, very pretty and is taking good care of herself. Have sex, no longer a virgin, but still consider myself an incel. Keep seeing her for a few months on a fortnightly basis. Start having good conversations with her. She's now inviting me to go for walks when she's not working. Being the lonely that I am, I always take up her offer. She starts inviting me out for dinner. Meet her fellow Chinese hooker friends. She tells me not to give up on finding a girlfriend. I'm friends with a prostitute. Probably the closest I've ever been to a woman who's not a family member. I still think it's over in a lot of ways, but she keeps me from roping and pushes me to pick myself up and try. True story 3 years ago. Be horny, desperate for some. Can't get any because of shit personality. A girl finally shows interest. She's 4 out of 10, but dresses cute and smells nice, so whatever. Go over to her place. She takes off her dress. Her tits look like a fat man's moobs with giant nipples. Her stomach had 3 floppy folds with one bulging out. Body texture looked like pores all over her. Immediately have to hold and puke. Look at my phone and tell her I just got a message that my uncle just died, so I have to go. Holy shit, I'll never let my desperate dick lead me down such a dark path. Be me, 3 years old, at the playground. Girl asks me to play with her. Sure, why not? Mum calls me to go home. Grin on her face. Hey Anon, who's your girlfriend? Embarrassed for some reason. Mum continues to bother me. Whenever she sees me with any girl she would pull this shit. Dad does this too. This goes on for the next couple years. 7th grade. Avoid girls completely to not be bothered at home. Do this to the end of high school. Now in college. My face when I have no clue how to interact with girls. I just avoid them. My face when I visit home and my mom asks me why I don't have a girlfriend. Be me. Be at uni. Be walking from math class to parking lot. Look like the average alt guy. 8 out of 10 short blue hair alt girl walks up to me. Looks like a prettier version of my ex. I like your Black Sabbath t-shirt. Thanks. She smiles, obviously still wanting to talk to me. Walk beside her for a minute silent. She asks, "Hey, where are you walking to?" Literally did a 90-degree turn when she said something. Walk away scared of her because ex flashbacks. Get in car, drive home, lay in bed with Tool playing. Realize what just happened. Why am I like this? Talking to a girl. She shows me a photo of herself. She says, "God, I look so ugly in this one." I reply, "I don't think so. I think you're pretty cute here." She gives me a look and says, "Ooh, don't be cringe." My face went. What the fuck does she want me to say? Ask out girl 8 times. Keep ignoring or rejecting. Say, "Okay, fine," and stop giving her any attention or talking to her. Suddenly, she's very interested and wants to sleep with me. Has this happened to anyone else? Literally, what the fuck is wrong with women? Be me. Kissless beta f***. Never talk to girls 'cause Spurg. But by the grace of Malok, I get a girlfriend. Suddenly girls I barely know begin messaging me. Girls in public I have never spoken to begin to start conversations with me. Cashiers, girls out on a jog, etc. now start asking flirtatious questions. One asks if I'm a regular at the gym. They know that I've seen me there. I've never set foot in a gym. Ignore all their advances because again, Spurg. Girlfriend eventually wises up and dumps me. Fuck my life. Like a switch is flipped. Girls stop texting me and stop speaking to me in public. What happened? Why are femoids like this? Why are women like this? Me, 5'10", average 6 out of 10 male. Have a crush on a grocery store worker. She's 5 out of 10, but has massive tits and a cute demeanor. Go to grocery store every day, even if I don't need anything. Try to make small talk. Don't really make any progress, just talk about basic shit like the weather or the food I'm buying. Get an idea to make her jealous. Find 7 out of 10 Stacy on Tinder and agree to hang out. Take her to the grocery store and make sure my crush rings us up. She doesn't care and even compliments Stacy's outfit. Go alone to grocery store after a couple of days and she doesn't mention that I was with a girl and doesn't seem to have cared. Make it a point to tell her that the girl I was with wasn't my girlfriend and just a date. Says okay and starts ringing up next customer. What the fuck? I've literally been talking to her for months and tip every time I go, at least $2 to $5, and she doesn't care that I was with another girl. What do I do now, bros? Girl adds me on Discord. She has Nitro, which indicates she has a simp buying her stuff. Block her on everything. Every fucking time. I just want to find a girl that doesn't have any simps or male friends. Is that too much to ask? Be me. Fat my whole life. Get bullied for it relentlessly. Girls openly talk about how disgusting I am. Miss out on teen love. Never have a relationship. And eventually lose V-card to prostitute. Eventually decided to finally lose weight and start working out at age 20. 2 years pass. No longer a fat fuck. Decent muscle mass. And my face is no longer like that of a chubby kid. Decide to go out with an old friend after a long time of isolation. Meet girls. Have a nice conversation with cute redhead. She calls me handsome. Freeze. Can't move, can't talk, just stare at her. Is everything okay, Anon? She goes to get a glass of water, leaves the party and go home. Been thinking about it the last few days. This was the first time in my life a woman other than my grandma and mom called me handsome bros, and I messed it up. I hate being autistic and not knowing what to do in these situations. It was also a massive shock to me. Girls being attracted to me is something I declared as unrealistic when I was age 12, and so I just gave up early on. This is all very confusing to me, bros. I don't know how to handle my own emotions and the way I view myself right now. Talk to cute girl at work. Everything goes well. We have the same interests and laugh a lot together. Topic switches to relationships. Oh fuck. When was your last relationship, Anon? Shook. Don't know what to say. Decide to tell the truth. Yeah, I never really had one. She starts laughing. Doesn't believe me. I tell her that I'm not joking. She continues laughing and tells me I am funny. No, seriously, who was your last ex-girlfriend? Look her in the eyes. I never had one. She looks at me with a confused look. Okay, we chat a little bit more and then go back to work. Haven't really spoken since that day, except for greeting each other. She seems to avoid me now. My face when my inexperience at age 24 has cucked me. Be me, 30-year-old KHV wizard, back and shoulders day at the gym, working out with much younger coworker, 22, who asked for my help to get in shape. Coworker offers lunch at his house after we get done. I take him up on it. When we get there, he introduces me to his wife. Very pleasant young woman. She makes a lunch for us. Coworker asks me to stay to watch football. I agree. His wife asks how things are going at the gym. She thanks me for helping him out. Realize this is my first positive thing a woman has said to me in a long time. During the game, coworker sits on the floor in front of his wife, who sits on the couch, and massages his shoulders. Coworker notices me staring. I say it must be nice to have a free masseuse. They laugh. She says, "Come here, your turn." I try to say no, but neither of them will have any of that, and the coworker practically drags me over to sit on the floor in front of his wife. She begins to rub my shoulders, and I am not exaggerating when I tell you it was the most pleasurable physical experience I have ever felt. This is the first time that a woman has touched me with gentleness. Struck by an intense wave of depression, as I realize that my younger coworker, who has figured out how to convince a woman to touch him gently at 22, while I am fucking 30 years old and still cannot even figure out how to get a woman to go on a date with me. My coworker has figured out how to not be a lonely man at 22, and I am a 30-year-old man who has never even kissed a girl. Actually start crying and stand up to leave. Both of them ask me what is wrong and try to keep me from leaving. I just keep saying, "I am sorry," and run out to my car. Feel deep shame as I watch them stare at me sobbing in my car as I back out of their driveway and speed off. Coworker texts me asking me to call him when I can. I hate myself so much, I cannot stand it. I bought a witness a life literally 100 times better than my own, and it broke me. Talk to a girl I met on Sock. She says she wants genuine love and affection from someone that's emotionally mature. We both go off about our struggles, trying to find genuine conversation. We have one more solid convo, but radio silence after. Send her a message about how I'd rather her tell me if she's disinterested in talking, because that's the respectful way to go about it, and we can go our separate ways. No harm, no foul. She never replied back. Why do you people do this? Talking to a therapist, she asked me about my sexual history. Tell her I'm a virgin still at 28. Oh, so you're asexual? No, I'm not. I want to have sex, I just haven't. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? You can't tell me you've honestly been trying this long and are still a virgin. My face went. I didn't know what to fucking say to that, and she changed the subject. Therapy is fucking useless. Be me, beta fag. Had a girlfriend once, but we broke up. Her last text was her telling me to never message her again. Life sucks. Fast forward a few months. I receive a text from ex. She asks how I'm doing and stuff. Was busy at the time, so don't immediately text back. Later see she deleted her message. Guess she had second thoughts. Next day, she barrages me with texts. Berates me for not answering her messages. I dare. Me. But the last time we texted, you wrote to never message you again. Her. What? No, I didn't. Screenshot our old convo and send it to her. Don't respond. Fast forward a few days. Still no response. Why a woman like this? Yesterday, decide to fuck my first hooker ever. While she's writing me, she asked if I was fat before. Tell her I went from 145 kg to 80 kg, and I couldn't hit the gym, cause Rona, but will when it's open. She looked amazed and tell me that I'll look so good when I'll hit the gym, cause I have a beautiful face and I'm tall. Proceed to ride me harder. Be me, 25. Decided to ask my old crush to come and hang out. It took years to get over this girl. She's perfect. To my surprise, she said yes and actually drove an hour to see me. We chatted about life, walked and talked, chilled with each other, and watched some videos. It's coming to the end of the day and she has to go, so we say our goodbyes. That feel when years of therapy and thousands of dollars have gone down the toilet in a single day. Yo, why the fuck can't I get a girlfriend? Be me, 23-year-old, not the most attractive but definitely not ugly. Not fat, not fit, but not skinny. I look good enough. Dress alright, wear cologne, fix my hair, shower twice a day. Okay personality. I can make people laugh and come off as outspoken and extroverted. Bros, what the fuck am I doing wrong? As we speak, I'm waiting for the response of a girl with whom I was talking. Things were going well. Hey, so what do you think about dinner at my place on Monday? No response yet. Yesterday at 4 p.m. I think it might honestly be over for me. In college, get assigned group work with a cute girl. Somehow she's as autistic as me. We get on very well. Keep hanging out after assignment is done. Talk for hours on various topics. Finally get the courage to ask her out on a date. She accepts. Never got this far. Whatever. Keep it simple. We're supposed to grab a cup of coffee. Waiting for her, she doesn't show up. Doesn't respond to texts. See her in class the next day. Ask what that was all about. She tells me she came up behind me, intending to surprise me, but heard me humming Horst Wessel lied. Apparently she's Jewish and wants nothing to do with me now. I'm not even a Nazi, I just like the melody. Be me. Meet this girl. Easy 8.5. Start talking to her. The convo's going pretty well. Gives me her Insta. Talk to her and play video games together the whole night while saying random shit and laughing about it together. She's kinda autistic, which is cute. The next morning as I'm talking to her, she says, I gotta tell you about this guy I'm talking to. Feels like shit instantly. Play it cool. My face when I realize this shit happens to me all the time. My face when. Why the fuck does this shit keeps happening to me? And is there a way to prevent this shit from happening? 2 years ago, watching a movie with, at the time, best friend. Scene where the main character kisses her best friend. She looks at me and goes, it must be weird to kiss your best friend. Yeah, I guess. 20 minutes of complete silence. She says, I gotta go. She leaves and we never spoke again. From 1 to 10, how retarded am I? Be me. Straight male. Download Tinder. Swipe for 2 months. 0 likes, 0 matches. I can't possibly be this ugly. Remove all filters and preferences. Go to sleep. Wake up to 100 plus likes. Initially disgusted by all the f***s liking my pictures. Eventually come to the bittersweet realization that I'm not a hideous monster because hundreds of men want to fuck me. I am disgusted, but I do appreciate all the cutie patootie compliments, fellas. Be me. Pick up a girl in the pub. She is 18, still in high school. My mum and my 2 sisters call me a pervert and don't want to see me. Her classmates found out and bully her for it. Why is society like this? Like it's literally legal. What's wrong with it? I know this is an unpopular opinion, but when I look at a man and a much younger woman, I immediately wonder if he's that age inside himself. I could never imagine putting up with the shit of a fucking teenager at 35. I've just lived so much more and it's really difficult to find common ground with Zoomers. Talk to a girl for 20 minutes. Plan out our future wedding in my head. When will it end? Be me. 21 male. Law school graduate. Looking for a job. Getting really close to this girl from uni. She's 9 out of 10. We chat in Discord and WhatsApp for about 5 months. Hang out together. Really close to fucking her. One day she calls me. She seems drunk and is crying. I ask her what's up. She told me that she was sexually harassed by her dad when she was in middle school to high school. Her dad is dead and she said she loves him so she's confused. Autism brain initiate. Gets bored as fuck in the convo. Don't care about her problem. Just want to bang. Ask in Discord server how to get the fuck out from convo without looking weird because convo is so boring. Forgot she's in the Discord. She replied, okay, I get it, and hangs up. My face when she never talks to me again. Been 2 weeks. How do I recover from this? Be me. Have huge crush on a girl. Not as pretty as my usual girls, but she holds a good conversation. Talk every day. Know intimate information about each other. Both know what the situation is. Ask if she wants to be girlfriend. Say she isn't looking for a relationship right now. Alludes to the fact that she might at a later date. Few months pass. We talk. Mention it again during conversation. She says she likes somebody else. Ask why she didn't just tell me that weeks ago. Gives evasive answer. Mad because she lied, not because she doesn't want to date. She goes home crying. Gets pissy message from her roommate threatening me. Tell them to fuck off. Not spoken since, and the entire thing left me feeling a bit empty. I'd spent months getting close and learning about this one person, only for them to betray me with lies. Why do they do it? Be me. High school junior year. Not a stoner, but have stoner friend who gives me weed from time to time. At school one day. There was nothing going on today, so I smoked a bunch before school. Fast forward to lunch. In cafeteria. By myself, not because I'm lonely, but because all my friends have different lunch period. Scan the cafeteria to see if I recognize anyone. Notice a girl sitting by herself at a table. She's wearing a black hoodie with some anime characters on it and has bright pink hair. Pretty sure she's in my ethics class. Fuck it. Walk over to her table and introduce myself and ask to sit with her. At first she just stares back at me wide-eyed. She lets me sit with her. We start talking. Learn she's into K-pop and Minecraft. Get her Discord because I knew a girl like this uses Discord. She tells me that no one has ever come up to her and sat down. We talk for the rest of the period. Fast forward 3 weeks. She invites me to her Minecraft server. Play on and off for a bit. I'm not too invested. In a call with her, somehow the topic of weed comes up. Offhandedly mention that I have some. She gets excited. Asks me to sell some to her. Okay. Meet up next day. In car together. She tells me she didn't bring any money. What the fuck, man? She offers to suck my dick instead. Think about it. Fuck it. Get head. 6 out of 10 honestly not that good. Can tell she's hardly, if ever, done it. Afterwards, ask her why she didn't bring any money. Because I love you, Anon. Ah, fuck. Know how this shit ends. Tell her that she's cute and that I dig her, but I don't know her well enough to say something like that back. She starts crying and keeps calling herself a stupid slut. Try to console her because she's clearly unwell. She stops crying and says she feels better. Tells me how she was sexually abused by her uncle and father when she was young. She feels like her only worth is her body. Shows me her wrist. Tells me she likes to cut it when thinking of me. Oh shit. Also learned she's a fairy and into Shudder and Lolly. Holy shit, this girl is ill. Continued talking to her for a while. Eventually just stopped talking. No reason, it just kinda happened. Fast forward 4 months. Learned from a friend she moved away over the summer. She deleted her Discord. I've never heard from her since. Why do all the cute girls who share my interests have to be mentally ill? Anyone else have an experience like this? Be me. Uni. Spot a super cute girl working the salad bar in the commons. Drop dead gorgeous. Deep brown eyes and soft, silky black hair. Even with COVID masks, I could tell she was beautiful. Chat her up. She had a brace around her index finger. I found out she got mauled by a squirrel trying to feed it. Lamout with her. Shuffle away with my tray of salad like a pussy. Decide to approach her at the end of her shift. Phone number on a paper. I approach her and shoot my shot. Boyfriend, to no one's surprise. I thank her and tell her to have a good day. Feel like a retard for a moment. It really seemed like she was interested. I see her from time to time working there throughout the year. I always chat up workers there. Sometimes I wouldn't immediately recognize her with masks. She clearly felt bad about rejecting me. Nice girl. I never felt any regrets. Shoot your shots, Anon. The worst that happens is that they say no. If you're a bitch about it, they're not good people anyways. Women are too demanding. I am an okay looking man, on the lower side of average. I have an okay personality, generally chill, but politely assertive when it's called for. I would be very, very happy with a woman on my level, a female equivalent of myself, so to speak. See, women on my level think they're too good for me. Even women below my level think they're too good for me. They're being unfair, as they want someone above their level. I'm being fair because I'd like someone on my level, or even generous, since I'd happily accept someone below me. The issue seems to be women being too demanding. Women being less demanding, i.e. having responsible standards, would solve this issue. So the problem lies with women. It's women's fault if men like me are single. I'm not mad at them or anything. I just wish they'd stop being delusional and entitled. I mean, it's stupid for a 5-foot woman to reject a man for not being 6 foot, or a fat woman to reject a man for not being buff, or a poor one for a man for not being rich. I aim to lead a good, healthy life. I work out, take care of myself, am naturally kind to others without being naive. All that good balanced shit. So it's not fair that I'd have this much trouble finding a woman to be by my side. Saying stuff like, that's life, it's unfair, deal with it, is a bad argument because society makes things fair with laws and social conventions, and because whenever it's women being disadvantaged, suddenly the world needs to change around them. They're never told, deal with it. It seems only men are told to deal with it, which suggests it's just a tactic to get men to shut up. Am I wrong here? I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm asking for a lot here. Please discuss. Cold approach a girl. Get told to fuck off for being a creep. Fair enough. Meet another cutie. Decide to befriend her first. After some time had passed, I decide to ask her out. Get rejected, but she still wants to be friends. Keep it pushing and doing my own thing. Next time I see her, she calls me out for being a manipulative creep and I should have asked her out from the jump instead of being a pussy. Will the suffering ever end? At gym. See cute girl I've seen for a while doing some leg extensions. Go into locker room and get changed into gym clothes. Start doing pull-ups on a pull-up bar. She comes over and starts doing curls next to me with 4 kg dumbbells. I do a couple sets. I look over. She looks at me and smiles. I think I may as well practice my social skills. I say, hey, what's your name? She tells me her name and we start talking. We have a bit of banter, and she literally did the zoomer, light-skinned stare with her finger in an L shape on her chin. And I said, "I like your tattoos." I say thanks, and we talk some more. She then asks me if I do coke. I say no. She giggles and says she does coke on the weekends, but she loves weed. That's my go-to. I immediately don't want to talk to her anymore. Say some shit like, "Yeah, I gotta go train some triceps. I'll see you around." Felt good that I actually approached a girl for the first time in a year, but didn't feel good to know that the cute girl I've been crushing on for a while is a druggie. Happened earlier today. Be me, watching corn. Get bored and decide to watch cam girls instead. Have an account already with tokens and shit. Click on hot girl with big titties. After watching for a while, I get an idea. Type in chat, "What's your favorite dinosaur?" Message pops up on her stream and she thinks about it. Tries describing a stegosaurus before remembering what it's called. She starts happily talking about how she used to go to the park with her dad as a kid and pretends to search for dinosaur bones in the sand. She looks sad after she finished the story. She seems deep in thought. She gets up and ends the stream. My autism wanted to know what dinosaurs online strippers liked, and instead I sent a cam girl into depression over her poor current relationship with her father. Be me. Want to make friends with someone over the globe. Befriend a Japanese girl, kinda unhinged, Genshin player, and have suicidal thoughts occasionally. Cute though. Post on Instagram stories a pic of me as a kid as a mocking stance. She replies asking if I ever saw a pic of her as a kid. Say no, and immediately receive cute pics of her as a brat. Be a good old Brazilian and praise the pics and all. Friendly monkeys as always. My face when she actually changed the line profile pic as one of those pics she sent to me. Even posted on her Instagram account. That feel when I encouraged a low self-esteem person to love herself a bit more and made her day a bit better. Where the fuck are you even supposed to meet a woman to date? All the local hobby groups are 99% male, and the girls there are either dykes or taken. Women aren't into bookstores or libraries, that's a meme. They aren't hanging out in local parks. I have been to Catholic, Orthodox and Protestant churches. Every single time, the population of those churches are either young guys or old folk. Not a single young woman in sight. The ones that go to clubs/bars are mega sluts. You get zero responses on dating apps as regular or below average guys. My retard Gen Xer father keeps telling me to go for it. But where? But how? When I've been on dates with Zoomer and millennial girls, they are so socially retarded. You can be as friendly and confident as you like, but these modern females will hate you for the most arbitrary and random reasons. Be 18. Go to college. Shower daily. Have a skincare routine. Brush and floss my teeth religiously. Always wear clean and fitting clothes. Get a haircut every 3 weeks. Not balding yet. Do this for 4 years, every day, as if I'm meeting the one today. In those 4 years, not a single girl has expressed interest in me. Not a single girlfriend has saw me that way, if I expressed interest. When I would hang out with girls at college and try to escalate, they'd recoil.